Hello students, I am Barsha, your teacher. We have already covered the chapter Across the Wall in our previous session, but there are still so many new things for us to explore in this chapter. Today we will find out some more interesting facts about the girls team which has broken all the records and achieved their goal in spite of so many barriers and obstacles of our society. So let's get started. Now let us know something about the coach sir. So here is something very interesting to know about the coach sir. The coach who made this team, Noor Khan, told us, this part of Mumbai is very crowded. This is the only playground in this area. This is our small Bachu Khan playground. A person named Mustafa Khan used to live in our area. Everyone was afraid of him. But children were very fond of him. So everyone started calling him Bachu Khan. There was no ground then. It was just muddy land. Bachu Khan used to train children to play. We were among those children. It is because of Bachu Khan's devotion and training that players from this area are able to compete with the teams of other countries. So, who is the coach sir? So, we are going to learn about the coach sir. There is a person who became the coach, but how? So, Noor Khan, here was the person who enlightened us about the story of the coach. So, the place where this part is, it was very crowded and there was only one playground in that particular area. So, that playground was known as Bachu Khan playground. So, actually there was a person named Mustafa Khan, but everybody was afraid of him. Only children liked him so much and children were very fond of him. So, that's why everybody started calling him Bachu Khan. There was no ground there and it was all muddy land everywhere. Bachu Khan during that time used to train children to play, and Noor Khan was among those children who is sharing the story with us. It is because of Bachu Khan's devotion and training that players from this area are able to compete with the teams of other countries. So Bachu Khan trained the children in such a well-defined manner that these players were so well trained and they were able to compete with the teams of other countries. Like Bachu Khan, I have trained the children of this area. Today our team has some who play at the international level. Some have even won the Arjun Award. So Noor Khan says, like Bachu Khan, he also had trained these children of this area, and he was also such a wonderful trainer that he has trained the children in such a way that many of the team members are playing at the international level and some of them have also won the Arjun Award. Noor Khan continued, in the last few years, we have also prepared a girls team here. Our girls play for the Maharashtra state team. They practice well with good discipline. Our girls and boys come from different types of families. Some are from poor homes, some from richer. Some study in Urdu medium and some in English, but once they come here, they all make a team. So Noor Khan says that within the last few years, he has prepared a girls team, and that girls team has also played for the Maharashtra state team. They are very good in discipline and they practice very well. He says that both boys and girls here come from different types of families. Some are from poor families, some are from rich families, some go to Urdu medium schools, some go to English medium schools. But whenever they come there, they all become a good team, and that's what a coach can do properly. So students, we have understood the whole chapter properly, and I do believe that you have got the message from this chapter that whenever you play, you are a player. You should not think about anything else, but you should think about your strategies, your game and your team members. Then only you would be able to perform well. That's what is expected from a good team. So whenever you play, you should also play like a player. You should be a good player and should support each other in your team. Students, we have already completed the chapter and here are some more questions for you to think about and express your views. Here is the question. Have you ever taken part in some game or competition from your school or area? How did you feel? So you would have participated in many competitions and games, isn't it? You can share your views for that. For me, for myself, I am sharing my experience. Yes, I had taken part in a game from my school. I felt a sense of responsibility because I was representing my school. Here is another question for you. Did you go to some other place to play? What was that place like? How did you like going to that place? According to me, my answer is yes. Once I had been to Lucknow to play. It is a nice place with old world charm. I especially enjoyed the Bhool Bhulaiya at Lucknow. So student, this was my experience of what I had experienced long back. You can share your views about the same. Here is another question for you. Have you seen matches being played between India and other countries? Which ones? Yes, I have seen cricket matches played between India and other countries. And I do believe there would have been so many more matches which you would have witnessed. You can share your experience about them. Students, we have the question here for you. We all know about the cricketers of India and we all like them. Do people also know and like the Indian players who play some other games? Yes or no? What do you feel about it? Do you know the players of the Indian football or kabaddi team? Yes, we know some other players also who play games other than cricket. I think they are not as popular as cricketers. I know about some players of the Indian football team, but I don't know about the players of the kabaddi team. But students, if you know about it, you are most welcome to write it down in your notebooks. Students, here are some more questions for you to explore and to discuss. Here are the questions for you. What would happen if girls are not allowed to play games, to study or to do some other works of their choice? Yes, I know you also have thought the same like me. Yes, if girls are not allowed to play games, to study or to do some work of their choices, it will not be good for girls. The girls will not be able to realize their potential as their talent will be suppressed. It will also hamper their mental and physical growth. Here is the next question for you. How would you feel if you were not allowed to take part in some game or drama? I will feel bad and discouraged if I were not allowed to take part in some game or drama. This is the most natural feeling that comes to anybody who is not allowed to do what he or she wants to. Students, let's move to our next question. Have you heard of any women players? Name them and the games they play. You know a lot of them. So here are the answers for you. Yes, I have heard about many women players. Some of them are as follows. Saina Nehwal, who plays badminton. Sania Mirza, who plays tennis. P.T. Usha, who is a renowned player in the athletics. Karnam Malleshwari is known for weightlifting and Jwala Gupta for badminton. Students, here is the next question for you. In which areas other than sports have heard of women getting recognition? Yes, you are right. Women have got a lot of recognition in many areas apart from sports. Some examples are as follows. Kiran Bedi, police officer, Kalpana Chawla as an astronaut, Indira Gandhi, who was the first woman Prime Minister of India, Pratibha Devi Singh Patil, who was the first woman President of India, Bachendri Pal, who was the first Indian woman to climb the Mount Everest. So women are there in almost every field where they have excelled and showed their worth. Here is the next question for you. Are these women less known than men? Why? These women are equally popular and recognized in our country. I think people have begun to realize that both men and women are equal and can excel in their chosen field. Students, here is the next question for you. How would you find the world to be if girls never got a chance to take part in games, drama or dance? How would you feel if such a thing happened to you? If girls never get a chance to take part in games, drama or dance, it would make for an uneven world where only men will get the facilities and attention. Similarly, if such a thing happened to boys, so both the ways it would be the same. It would be completely uneven and unfair for both the genders. Here is another question for you. Do you know of any woman or girl who you would want to be like when you grow up? So, according to me, I would like to be Kalpana Chawla when I grow up. Students, we have already learnt a lot from this chapter, and I think it's time for you now to think and write it in your own words. Here is the question for you. The newspaper report said Afsana has jumped over the wall, the gender wall that her mother had to put up for her. Think and write in your own words, what was this wall? What do you understand by gender bias? Here is the answer for you. Gender bias means different treatment for boys and girls. In many families in India, girls are not allowed to study, to play and to opt a career of their choice. Afsana has also suffered some degree of gender bias. Her mother wants her to do household chores only. By managing to go to play is an act of bravery by Afsana. She is trying to cross the symbolic wall of gender bias. The wall has been put by her mother. Students, now we have already come to the end of the chapter. But before we conclude the chapter, we have to analyze and summarize what we have learned so far. So here are the questions for us to discuss. Should the games for boys and girls be different? Think and write, what do you feel? So according to me, I think there should be no difference in the games for boys and girls. Physical activity is actually important for both boys and girls. Playing different kinds of games helps in proper physical and mental development of a child. Both girls and boys need proper physical and mental development. Hence, they should play similar types of games. Here is another question for you. If you are made the leader of a team, how will you prepare your team? Students, it's a great responsibility to become the leader of your team, and it is very, very important how you lead your team. So what do you think? Will you be a good leader? Okay, we will see. So here is the answer for you. If I were made the leader of a team, I would prepare my team like the Nagpada team. For this, we will focus on the following things. Team members will be encouraged to play with hard work and honesty. Next, they should understand and respect each other and maintain unity. They should support each other. They should never insult the team members even if someone does a mistake. They should understand the value of cooperation and team spirit. And lastly, they should exercise and practice on a regular basis. So these things are required for a team to win and excel, and as a team leader you have to also work hard and make your team strong. So here is what we have learnt from the chapter. Hope you have understood it properly and would definitely use it in a proper way. So the message has reached you, and I do believe that you will spread the awareness amongst your friends, your family and the neighborhood that girls are no less than boys, and both boys and girls need physical and mental development, so there is no difference between the boys and girls. So students, we have already completed the chapter Across the Walls, and we got to know that if you have a strong willpower and determination, nothing would be impossible in this world for you to achieve. That was the success story of the girls' team of basketball. They had so many restrictions and obstacles. Their family was not allowing them. The family never supported them, but their zeal and their enthusiasm to pursue their dream and to achieve their goal took us where they are today. So we have to understand that if you want it, then only you could do it, and nothing can stop you from achieving this. So we have already got the message which this chapter wanted to convey to us all. So I do hope that you will also never be let down through these barriers and obstacles and restrictions imposed on you, and you will get what you deserve and you will work hard for it. So that's all for today's class. Keep smiling and keep exploring. Thank you.